Merhaba and welcome back to the Ottoman campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. June 1947, still, we got one task force battle left before the next month. Let's see if the DD-40s are good in DD versus DD duels, like this. Vehement class destroyer. Smattering of different guns. In theory, we should have the firepower advantage here. The torpedo boat I'm just gonna send home. Now, I have not had the best of luck when it comes to these destroyer fights in the Dreadnought Improvement Project. Used to be I had no trouble stomping the floor with pretty much anything destroyer shaped in vanilla. And even cruisers and I guess battleships too. Back when incendiary small caliber gun spam was the way to go in vanilla. But at least in my Norwegian campaign, I had a lot of difficulties with destroyer-on-destroyer fights, even those that I should, on paper, be far superior in. So let's see if this is better. As you can see, we got triple, double, and single 5.5-inch guns. So the idea is that if the game treats these as different weapon groups, right? I'm just gonna see if they have launched torpedoes. They have. So if one hit takes out the magazine for example, the triple barrel guns, the doubles and singles should still be operational. Here come the torpedoes. I saw them a little bit late. I think I will have to try and get in between these. This is gonna be hairy. We're fine. We're good. There we go. We're scoring the first hits. I think I've got this. This looks like a win. They almost got lucky with the torpedoes. But at least I am decidedly winning the gunfight. I've not taken a single hit yet. There we go. It's because it's called the Norseman. So it got all the bad luck from my Norwegian campaign. So yeah, DD-40s, good versus enemy destroyers. Not excellent at torpedoing battleships and the like, but that's not their job. Let's see, what do they have left now, my enemies? France has 4 heavy and 6 light cruisers. Britain has 1 heavy cruiser and 3 destroyers. Alright. That's still enough to give them 100% army logistics, though. So, evidently you don't need more than that. I know I remembered to launch a naval invasion at the end of the last episode. I forget where, but I assume I sent some ships there to deal with it. So, onwards to... Okay, yeah, good. Shipbuilding capacity is not over capacity. Onwards to July. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. This light cruiser has been bombarding that port for quite a while now. Right, 2 battle cruisers versus 1 heavy cruiser. Yeah, Sweden. That's where I invaded. I remember now. And we got some atmospheric weather. Let's see, there we go. We have spotted the gladiator. Is it in range yet? How far away? 48 kilometers. It's almost in range. Mark 516s are pretty far reaching. That's some spread right there. Main deck partial pen, foredeck overpen. We're firing a mix of AP and HE. Now it's just HE. Okay. Because that would be nice if you could mix it. There we go, one decent hit. Like so. That looks fine, I think. Right, let's see. Have we done a lot of damage? Quite a bit. Let's go with the HE. We keep over-penning the extended belts. And still only partial penning the main belts. Yeah, there we go. If we're gonna be partial penning the main belt anyway, might as well go with an ammo type that can actually score full penetrations on the extended belts. And not just overpen. You know, that's the end of her. And 2 destroyers versus this entire task force. And they have successfully captured Brazil, northern Brazil, that is. Now I just need these 2 and I have kicked my enemies out of South America. Well, except for the Americans, but they're technically not currently my enemies. Technically. Alright, Murad the Third. Or Murad 3. Either works, I guess. Out screening for the main fleet. that is now retreating to, I don't know, do something. Bombard a port or something. Up against 2 enemy destroyers. Unity and Vectis. Unity has launched torpedoes. Vectis has launched torpedoes. Main guns on one and the secondaries on the other. Sonar 3, I'm spotting those torpedoes from far away. Might as well just watch the fireworks. They got no torpedoes left anyway, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe. Unity will probably sink first. Did sink one, I think. Or is it just hiding in smoke? No, it's sinking. But I had the HUD turned off, so I did not get notified. Yeah, no way you can hide in smoke at that range, not against radar 2. And what I think is pretty good tower spotting. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's got like 10,000 meters base, that tower. Yeah, let's just finish this off. There we go. Surrendered. We did not take a scratch. All the damage that was on this, all the tiny scratches on this ship was from previous battles. But I am bleeding transports. Eastern China and Brazil. Both are mine. Good. Now let's get this done. You need 177,000 tons. That's 219. These can go and I don't know, what can they do? Japan is taking that. You got some stuff down here, but that's not... I know what they can do. British Columbia. That's what they can do. And then these little ships, they can go down here and try and deal with this. Let's see, what's my transport capacity? 182%. So that's up from last month. So I'm not bleeding transports. Well, I kind of am, but I'm building more than I'm losing. I forgot to pick ports for these new light cruisers. I forgot to rename them as well. But the whole idea here was to like stick them in random ports all over the map, so I guess the game just did that for me, so that's good enough. And these guys, I guess I can find some ports for? Let's do that later. But anyway, that is a lot of tonnage freed up. So I got almost 120,000 tons of free capacity. That means I can refit both these American battleships. Yeah. Anything else I'm going to have finished soon? 2 new battle cruisers. Being built in Belfast. And the battleships are going to take some time. That's fine. Let's set all of these to sea control so that once they're commissioned, they can actually get into some missions. 8 months left for Mark 5 18-inch guns. And we're getting a lot of these little upgrades. Good. Let's do these convoy missions. 2 light cruisers and a destroyer against a heavy cruiser. That's not an easy fight. That basically means I have to get lucky with torpedoes, or I'm gonna lose. Heavy cruiser versus heavy cruiser. That's the winning fight. This has not gotten that refit yet, but I know that's a winning fight. Or it's winnable, at least. I've won those fights before. Let's do this one first, so that if I fail, and get a lot of unrest for it, I can do the other fight and bring the unrest down again. Now this is a fight that one could choose not to take. because that's a pretty big disadvantage. Especially in dip. In vanilla you can just burn them down, light cruisers, but I think it's a lot more exciting to maybe lose the fight where you're at a disadvantage than to just not take the fight. It's not as if I can't afford to lose this fight. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try to win, though. Slow you down to the same speed as the other light cruisers, so you can both arrive at the same time, roughly. Now the DD-10. Technically a destroyer, but really more like a torpedo boat. Especially after, with the current refit. The guns are more of an afterthought. Even though they are Mark V and they're kind of decent and whatnot. Let's see if we can catch that cruiser along with the transports. They're coming straight for me. I did not get any torpedo hits on the cruiser. Did sink a transport though, but you launched torpedoes. Okay, stealthy torpedoes. They missed though. They're gonna miss the other ships as well. Good. Destroyer. Those guns that were mostly an afterthought. At least they can be used against the transports. Okay, and there's another spread here. I didn't see that. Are these electric torpedoes? Because they were, yeah. I mean, I have sonar 3, but I guess the base tower spotting is just kind of bad on this ship. It probably is, because the base tower is kind of bad. Have those torpedoes pass on either side, but we're going at about the same speed. Very slow torpedoes. There we go. That was pretty well dodged, though. So far, one torpedo hit, but that was a dud. So far, we're winning the gunfight with a heavy cruiser. I did not see that happening. Okay, you got more torpedoes up your sleeve. So do I. Guess we're gonna be close-range torpedo jousting. They've lost their deck launchers, actually. Just the underwater tubes left. Gonna ram me? Eat that. 10 direct torpedo hits. You're free to flood to death now. Good. Nice. Not bad for a budget light cruiser. Okay, DD-10, you can just go home. My light cruisers are still in good shape, so they can take care of the convoy. Nice drive-by we got going on here. And frame rate is taking a hit. As so often happens when light cruiser secondaries are just slaughtering transport crews like this. Check out the damage from the 3-inch guns. Nice. So we won the hard fight. Now we're probably gonna lose the easy fight. Or easier fight. In theory. There we go, already spotting them. Not that far away. 34 kilometers. Diamond. Yeah, I got very similar like firepower. I got a few more guns than they have. Or 50% more. They got 3 doubles, I got 3 triples. But if I remember correctly, my tower stats are much better than theirs. Plus 46, plus 46. I got plus 56, plus 71. Let's go AP. Whoop! I did not see that one. How many did you launch? Or is that from the transports? It's from the transports. They got 23-inch torpedoes. Oxygen torps. 23-kilometer torpedo range. Yeah, I didn't check that. But yeah, the transports all have torpedoes. That is, thing I have to worry about. I just lost my tower. There goes my tower advantage. And my secondary tower. Now this is suddenly not looking good at all. You can't even spot the transports anymore. Yeah, my accuracy really took a dump there. Losing those towers. Is that a torpedo detonation in the water? Might be. Yeah, there we go. Dead torpedo. I did not see that one. Not with both my towers out. My torpedo spotting now is basically 0. So that went south very quickly after losing those towers. But at least I got my ship home with very light damage. So that's something. We're now over shipbuilding capacity again. Let's see, what do I have to suspend to All four of these? Yes. Yes. Well, this one can be refit, but then I'd have to suspend a bunch more stuff. Now this force... So I got 2 invasions against Britain. And 2 against France. Let's do 1 more against France, and then next one more against Britain. French Guiana is the one I want to invade. 42,000 tons. And if I'm lucky, the 2 invasion circles here, next month I'm going to take Suriname, will overlap, so one task force can take both of them. That would be nice. We are taking Cuba. We will be taking Liaodong Peninsula once the ships arrive up there. The Soviets are taking Java. And the Japanese are taking the Andaman Islands. Not a valuable... it's kind of worthless, but anyway. Java is not... it's almost 5 billion? That's not bad. So that's gonna help the Soviets out a bit. Taking that. Let's see, the French have cruisers kind of scattered all around. Once this invasion dies down, these 2 battlecruisers are going to be free to move about and do things. Dees is already free to move about and do things. She's now repaired. That is being commissioned. Slankamen getting refit. Mohawks getting repaired. Des Moines getting refit. Needs a new name. Do I have any, like, spear ships sitting around here? I guess I got these. Kisara. You can head to Bilbao. And be my convoy fighting ship there. Right. Scandinavia just found oil in China. We're striking some ports. Ahmed II has been just farming that port for a while. These 2 fighting a couple destroyers. That naval invasion still has not disappeared. So they just gotta hang around there until it does. And we are firing. Pigeon. Gurkha. Not gonna let the British capture my islands. Knocked out the tower on Pigeon. Most of the bow section as well. Most of the hull now as well. Now they're hiding in smoke. Oh, I guess some shells were in the air before they went invisible, so Pigeon took a last hit, detonating the torpedoes and sinking it. Gurkha suddenly finds herself all alone. She's not gonna suffer loneliness for long. Right. We got one more meeting, and no convoy battles this month. Two more French heavy cruisers against a whole bunch of battleships. And we're getting all kinds of weather this episode. It's a full-on storm. I sent most of the task force, or most of the escorts, home. But not the Gerrits, because she's the one with the tower spotting here. In this kind of weather, I don't think the battleships would be able to see much. Even the ones upgraded with radar 2. Which I think some of them have. See, there is the enemy. How far out? 40. Wow. Okay, get it. You spotted them. Now I can just do circles here. Keep them lit for the big guns. Miss Adia leading the formation. She has not had her Mark V guns yet. Let's see, 3 on each. Badalov, Bayezid Pasha, Feta. Diamant, that's the one that took out the towers on Mohawks. Let's get some payback. Surely 6 battleships will be enough to sink the 2 enemy cruisers. Let's have Gerrits launch torpedoes once they are in range. just doing circles right now. Torps away. They're now 20 kilometers away. They got electric torpedoes, so they don't have that kind of torpedo range. 13 and a half. And also I blew some of them off already. My own torpedoes are arriving on time, on target. Let's see if we get any hits. Would be nice to score one on Diamant. Nope. Missed. Main tower destroyed on La Touche-Treville. Main tower destroyed on Diamant. How do you like that, Frenchie? Taking all kinds of hits. They're knocking out main guns. Both enemy cruisers have their main guns knocked out. You haven't sunk yet, though. But they're not far off. La Touche is going down. Diamant surrenders. Nice. Got a little bit of payback there. I lost 4 transports this month. France only lost 3. Britain lost a bunch. Let's see, we're doing another land invasion here. I'm just happy they are not invading Spain or Northwest Italy by land. Because they could probably do that. Let's see, I think this is the last month of this invasion being active. So then finally these battle cruisers can go and do something useful. Right, French Guiana. We are in the circle, just barely. Now let's do Suriname. And hopefully we can take both in one go. And if we can't, I can send one destroyer to do it, because it doesn't take much. Right. So this one is also going well now. And next month, British Columbia. It's gonna be my my target. And then we gotta take New Brunswick and Nova Scotia as well. And of course the rest of Scandinavia. So plenty of stuff to take here. Speaking of taking, is my army taking anything? Not really. It seems like these invasions here have been going on forever and just not going anywhere. Most of Africa is mine though. Let's see, those new cruisers. Mombasa. Let's see, Black Sea, Adriatic. Aegean Sea. Adriatic. Yeah, they don't need to be sitting there. This is like quite safe. So let's have them harass some ports. Make themselves useful. Right. We got these hanging around. I need to start a naval invasion of the Dominican Republic. But I can't do that next turn if I'm taking British Columbia. So these might as well go fight French light cruiser. Right, lots of stuff happening. Do the strikes first. And we got another one of these big task force versus 2 cruisers. Let's get that done with and see if we got anything more more exciting. All right. So, okay. They're hiding. I was about to pick out some targets. Sent my light cruiser home because I didn't think I would need the spotting, but of course we're fighting light cruisers, so they're hiding in their smoke screen. There they are. You got close though. Yeah, light cruiser is already far away. I should have kept it around. There we go. Tower out. These things have long-range torpedoes. I thought I'd be able to land more hits before they got into range. Okay, so now we're all firing at the same target again. That's not what I want you to do. You're keeping up the target I gave you. You can have the secondaries target the closest one. We got towers out on both of them. We got incoming torpedoes. Who did you launch at? Barbaros Hayreddin. It's you there in the middle. They're probably aimed at like here. There we go. Nice. And 2 battlecruisers on a destroyer. I was hoping we'd get something involving those new light cruisers. We might, seeing as there are so many meetings. But that will have to wait until next episode. Goodbye, and take care.